Hello everybody, it's me Faith. In this video, I'm gonna do a conspiracy behind Umdlebe. Yes, so this video is gonna be discussing the stuff of legends. So every once in a while, I'll do a conspiracy video around a specific medicinal plant. So if you like this style of delivering content, let me know in the comments. So everyone I've ever met that knows anything about this tree has told me some far-fetched story related to this tree. Firstly, if you Google this tree, you'll come across articles like the world's most dangerous tree or the world's most weird and mysterious tree, or if you see this tree, run and look for help. So that's just what you get on Google. If you look up like scientific journals, you'll also get like weird stories related to this tree. So this tree is Umdlebe, which is Euphorbia cupularis. This tree is said to poison any living thing that approaches it. And when poisoned by the tree, the symptoms that you'll experience will be a severe headache, bloodshot eyes, delirium, and eventually death. It is said that once someone is poisoned by Umdlebe, the fruit of the tree can be used as an antidote to the poison. However, some circles believe that only a few and chosen people can collect the fruit of the tree without being poisoned themselves. Before collecting the fruits, a ceremony has to be carried out where a sheep or a goat is sacrificed to appease the tree, and the animal that is sacrificed is then tied to the tree or near the tree. Additionally, it is said that when approaching the tree to collect the fruits, you are only to approach from the windward side. So what's interesting about this is that only the fallen fruits are collected. And the reason this is interesting is that as a seedling, Umdlebe is not poisonous. And there are people who actually work with Umdlebe and they cultivate them and grow them. And those people say that they've never been poisoned by Umdlebe, and they say that when you work with this type of tree, as long as you don't harm it or damage it, then it is not poisonous. Based on what the people who work with Umdlebe say about the tree, I think it's safe to say that it's possible for anyone to go and collect the tree's fallen fruits without getting poisoned. You know, it doesn't have to be a few chosen people who can collect it. And I'm not quite sure if it's quite necessary to sacrifice a goat to be able to collect the fallen fruits. I don't know. For me, it doesn't quite make sense, but it's people's cultures. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone. Anyways, you have other circles that believe that a healer should be the person that goes and harvests parts of the tree. So in this case, it's not a few chosen people, but it's only healers. And for me, this one kind of makes sense because you're not picking fruits from the ground. You are harvesting parts of the tree. So to harvest a part of the tree, especially things like the bark of the tree, you need experience and training to do that. And if it's a poisonous tree, then you definitely need training to do that, to prevent yourself from getting poisoned. So I would think that this one kind of makes a bit of sense because you do need the experience. And a healer is someone who is more likely to have experience on how to correctly and properly harvest a poisonous tree like Umdlebe. So I don't know if it's quite true, but yeah. So according to this belief, only a healer can harvest parts of the tree, and before they go and harvest parts of this tree, they have to undergo an intense ritual, and the ritual involves quite a long list of things. And this is to mentally and I guess maybe physically prepare them for possibly being poisoned. I think this one makes a bit of sense. The first one of like only a few chosen people being able to collect the fallen fruits kind of doesn't make any sense to me, but this one, I can believe it. Another one was a story that I heard from another healer who once told me that Umdlebe was one of the ingredients that is used when making powerful medicines. For example, when you have a person that has severe epistaxis or a tropical infection or hemorrhagic fever. So this is when somebody is bleeding, like bleeding from the nose or from the mouth severely. So you can take Umdlebe and you'll need other ingredients like the flesh and the fats of specific animals, like animals that have a lot of blood and animals that tend to bleed a lot. And then you'll mix that with the blood of a goat. So apparently the blood of the goat takes out the poison in the mixture. And then you'll burn the mixture, you'll burn it until it becomes ash. And then you'll take the ash and turn it into powder. And then the powder will be applied in different ways in the person's body to treat the illness. So that's one way of using Umdlebe. I've also heard stories of people saying that Umdlebe tends to grow in hot and arid places, and wherever it grows, it will kill the other trees around it, so that it's the only tree providing shade in that area. And when animals approach this tree for shade and food, the tree will poison the animal and it will drain the animal's blood. I don't know why the tree needs an animal's blood, but but I've heard those kind of stories. And the remains of the tree will then fertilize the soil where the plant grows. So the dead animal will nourish the tree. There are a lot of ridiculous stories surrounding this tree. The other one is, it's been said, like I've heard this from quite a lot of people, and I've also read it in quite a few articles, that Umdlebe is used by witches when making witchcraft, especially when making like Imithi to trap people, because originally that's what this plant did. If you read the history of Umdlebe, during the Anglo-Boer War, that's what it was used for. So apparently witches also adopt that that notion, I guess. Umdlebe is also documented as one of the things that is used when making umkovu. I'll do like a conspiracy video of umkovu one day, because the concept of umkovu and ukuthwetshulwa kwabantu is very interesting, because when you hear actual stories of how people have been spiritually enslaved by others, it's literally distorting. You know, just like you have like physical, emotional slavery, you can also have like spiritual slavery. And most people don't believe whenever you tell them about spiritual things, human beings were first spirit before they were flesh. If God is spirit, human beings are spirit before you're flesh. So everything anyone can do to you emotionally and physically, they can do to you spiritually as well. So, yeah, if you think a narcissist is the most evil person you'll ever meet, honey, you have not come face to face with Umtarat. Anyways, I'll do a video of Umkov one day, and maybe I'll bring up the concept of Umdlebe again. So that was, actually this is now like 12 minutes, okay? So this was supposed to be like a short video of Umdlebe. I don't know if you guys have also heard weird stories about Umdlebe. If you have, you can leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for listening to this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe follow us on Instagram as well. Thank you and bye.